Hi guys, welcome to Just Trying to Help a Sister Out, the video series where I talk to the women about the minds of men. Now, recently I did a video on women shooting their shots based on a tweet that FK Abudu put out not too long ago on how she said women can increase their chances or should have increased their chances of finding happiness by shooting their shot and making the first move on guys that they like. If you want to watch that video, I strongly suggest that you do. Click on the card in the corner of the screen if you're on YouTube. If you're not, please search for that video, but I really think you should watch it. Anyway, at the end of that video, I did say that I will be doing a separate video on the ways that women can actually shoot their shot, because I don't think the issue is whether or not women should make the first move or shoot their shot. I think the real issue is the way and manner women go about shooting their shot with guys. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 ways that women can shoot their shot, 5 subtle ways and 5 more direct ways. If time permits, I'll share a few tips at the end of the video as well. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. But before we get into it, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button underneath the video if you're watching on YouTube or IGTV. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel as well. I talk more about financial literacy and personal finance on my YouTube channel, but I want to do a bit more of these relationship videos. I want to bring them back. I used to do them a lot before, and I want to bring them back. Okay, sorry guys, one more disclaimer. So the methods I'm about to share with you, there's not like 100% success rate with any of them. I'm sure you women can agree that no matter the methods or the ways that certain men approach you, you're just not going to say yes to them. You're not going to agree to be in a relationship with them for a number of reasons. It could be that the guy is not your type. It could be that you're just not in the relationship frame of mind at that point in time. There are several reasons why, despite all the approaches a man takes to, try and get close to you, you still won't say yes to him. It's the same with us as well. So regardless of how you may approach a guy with these methods I'm about to share, men still reserve the right to say no or to not agree to jump into a relationship with you. So that's just a disclaimer. So please, if you use these methods to try and get close to a guy and it doesn't work, it's just life. Now, the first subtle way to shoot your shot at a guy would be to ask him what his type is, or what kind of woman he likes is, or who his celebrity crush is. By doing that, men, we pick up on that signal that you're asking because you want to know if you have the qualities that we like in women, essentially. So we typically pick up on that, and it's a good opportunity for him to list out the qualities that you have if he likes you, and for you guys to both know that yes, you're on the same page and you have qualities that he likes, and either one of you can make the next move. Now, this particular tip or method is not for a guy that you just meet. I mean, you can ask him that in the course of conversation, but the introduction has already been established before you can actually ask a guy what his type is or who his celebrity crush is. I hope that makes sense. The second subtle way to shoot your shot at a guy would be to, in the course of conversation and as naturally as possible, create a scenario where two of you are in a relationship. So, for example, you guys are seated at a fast food place, and then as naturally as possible, chip it into the conversation and say, imagine if someone like Wizkid were to walk into this restaurant and you and I were dating, and all of a sudden he walks up and tries to make a move on me and tries to toast me. How would that make you feel? By asking him that question, you've done two things. First of all, you've put the idea in his head of two of you being an item. And secondly, how he responds to that scenario will kind of give you an indication on how he feels about you or the kind of person he is as a boyfriend. If his response generally is positive, you can actually build on that and talk about hypotheticals and if two of you are actually an item. All things being equal, if everything goes well, you can actually develop on that and build on that and see where it takes you. Number 3, and this is one that has actually been used on me before, offer to take him out for something that he's interested in. Quick story, back in April when Avengers Endgame came out, a friend of mine. Now, I don't think she was actually shooting her shot. I think she was just being nice. She does a lot of nice gestures, but still, that was like the sweetest thing that anyone has offered to do for me in a long time. In April, Avengers Endgame came out, and at the time I was in London on holiday. I actually vlogged that. If you want to check out my London vlog, card in the corner of the screen. It was lots of fun. You really should watch it. But I was in London, she was in Nigeria, and she called me up via WhatsApp call and asked where I was and said she wanted to take me to go and see Avengers, and she wanted to buy out a whole cinema hall. I'm a huge Marvel fan. Whenever a Marvel movie is coming out, I rave on and on about it on social media, so she knew that it was something that I was very keen on, and she offered to, rent out a hall and take me to see the movie. And to date, that is one of the most thoughtful and considerate and sweetest things that anyone has offered to do for me. It never actually happened, but just the suggestion itself, it made my heart swell. So if there's a guy you're interested in, figure out what he's interested in, what he likes, what he's passionate about. You can find out via his social media or through conversation, and you can surprise him and say you want to take him for that thing, or you want to buy him something related to that thing, something within your budget, not over the top. And when you do that, he will know that you've been paying attention, and hey, maybe it will make him feel the way the whole Avengers cinema thing made me feel as well. So that's another subtle way to shoot your shot. Number 4, ask him for help or coaching on something that he's passionate about. So for me, that would be something like maybe YouTube or photography or personal finance. By calling up a guy or reaching out to him and asking him to give you about 30 minutes or an hour of his time to teach you on maybe taxes, doing your taxes, or graphic design, or piano, or something that he's passionate about, it will create a scenario where two of you are spending time together. And with the use or with the inclusion of other methods, maybe a little bit of flirting and one or two other methods that I've shared prior, he'll get the message and it will open up the door to other things. But it's definitely a method that you can use to shoot your shot with a guy, or at least a method that you can use to spend more quality time with him. Now, the 5th subtle way to shoot your shot at a guy would be to tell him that you find him interesting, you enjoyed hanging out with him, and that you'd like to hang out with him again sometime soon. By doing this, hopefully he'll pick up on the message that you appreciate him and you appreciate his time. And if he has feelings for you, or if he's interested in pursuing something with you, it would at least give him the opportunity to suggest another meeting or another hangout where you guys can possibly take things a bit further. Alright guys, so those are 5 subtle ways to shoot your shot at a guy. I think only 2 or 3 have ever been used on me, to my knowledge. Feel free to use any one of them, and don't just use them in isolation. You can combine them and see how they work for you. At the same time, don't put too much pressure on yourselves. Don't overthink it. And if things don't work out favorably, if the guy doesn't respond the way you want him to, you still have culpable deniability. You can chalk it all up to you being friendly and you being a nice person. You never at any point did say that you like him or that you wanted to be his girlfriend. So that's where the subtle techniques help. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to, or be sure to watch my other videos on topics like this. I have a few on my channel, but I also do have personal finance and financial literacy videos, which I really do encourage you guys to watch. I feel us young people could be doing a lot more with our money in terms of saving and investing. So please check out my YouTube channel for those videos. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed already. And I will see you in the next video, which most likely will be the 5 more direct ways to shoot your shot at a guy. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.